Increased to 30 on May the 17th. It's hoped all restrictions will ease on June the 21st. Simon and Jane were originally due to marry here last May. They've moved the date 4 times and now they're aiming for August.
It's really difficult because we've both got big families. So when you start looking at 30 people or less as a number, you start having to strike out some pretty important people in your life.
Yeah, it's been heartbreaking seeing that we could only have 30 people at a wedding where we know exactly who's going to be there. We can insist on testing and that kind of thing. Yet there's stadiums that hold 10,000 people that don't know each other.
Each year, the UK wedding industry is typically worth around £15 billion to the UK economy. In 2017, for example, there were nearly 280,000 weddings. But last year, it's thought 96% couldn't go ahead as planned, the majority rescheduled for this year or 2022. Hazel O'Brien's just been to pick up her veil ahead of her wedding on Friday, her 3rd date.
When the roadmap came out in February, I think I'd let my hopes get up a little bit that it would be more than 15. And when it was only 15, I was really, really upset. But just happy to finally put my dress on and just become Mrs. Medley. That's all I want now.
Joanna Hughes' bridal shop in Rochester is extremely busy.
Yeah, we've been inundated. I mean, I've been working every day. We've been working very hard to make sure that we can see every bride because they're getting married, some of them in a couple of months, and they don't have a dress.
The government say they're working with the wedding sector to facilitate a return to as near as normal as quickly as possible. Amanda Akas, BBC South East Today, Rochester.
Now, if you've been travelling around the Worthing and Brighton area in the last couple of days, you may have seen film sets popping up. Film sets which seem to be attracting crowds of very excitable young fans. It's all because Harry Styles, the one from One Direction, is shooting scenes for his new film, My Policeman. And one of Harry's co-stars is the Crown actor Emma Corrin, who's from Tunbridge Wells. Well, another person causing much excitement wherever she goes at the moment is Sara Thornton, who every Wednesday is taking a look at the villages and hamlets across Sussex, Kent and Surrey, which don't always get much of a mention. As Sara's been finding out, each place has its own untold story, so she's visiting one each week to share that story and bring us the forecast at the same time. So we're going to cross to Sara now, who's somewhere on the map in Surrey. Sara, somewhere where there's some beautiful birdsong.
And the lambs are here as well. They're pretty inquisitive. They've just come to have a little look. They're barring away. You can hear them in the background. Yes, I'm in a beautiful village called Crowhurst. And it is a village, and there's a church here, and there's a really magnificent tree behind me. But when we came here, we knew that it was quite small, and it possibly didn't have much of a community spirit, but we were very, very wrong about that. It turns out one very special man came to live here decades ago, and he really made this place what it is. Take a look. Hidden away in the rolling countryside is the tiny village of Crowhurst. But don't let its small size fool you. It's a community with a big heart. For one thing, there's always been a very special place for people to gather. For 4,000 years, this yew tree has silently guarded this corner of Surrey, long before the settlement of Crowhurst was established. Through its long history, it's offered shade, protection, and a welcome to passing travellers. Jenny Bond has lived in the village for 40 years. She tells me the tree is considered to be the oldest yew in Britain, and it's had many different uses.
The publican used to be in charge of looking after the yew tree, and he put in there a table and some benches around the outside, and they used to have meetings in there. And sometimes the gentleman who didn't want to go to church on Sunday would let the ladies go to church, and they'd sit in there and smoke their pipes, which seems much more reasonable to me.
The tree might be where the village has come together, but the why comes from one very special man. Leo Luxep left his home of Estonia at age 16, eventually arriving in Surrey. It was love at first sight when he met Crowhurst girl Joan, and after they married, he set about introducing new traditions, including an annual crowning of a Crowhurst king and queen and the flying of flags for St George's Day. It sounds like he was someone to be proud of. He was the heart of this community.
Oh, he was, absolutely. Everybody liked him. And he liked everybody, and he just welcomed people. Our house was just open to anybody.
Leo passed away in 2001, but the traditions he established continue today. And the love for him is clear, a corner of the village specially designed to commemorate him.
People have carried on his memory and his legacy.
Absolutely.
And how does that make you feel?
Yes, very proud. Very proud of Leo.
And that's why a little piece of Estonia will always live in Surrey.
And Joan's actually come out here to the churchyard this evening just to watch all of this. She is so proud that we have found Leo's story, and what makes Crowhurst so special is the fact that it's not just Joan here. There are lots of people who are supporting her at the moment. They brought her out. You can really feel that community spirit. So it has been, the other thing that everyone said to me today, quite a mixed day here in terms of the weather. People have said that there was a bit of sleet earlier on. Certainly there have been some sharp showers, but the sun has come out for us just now. It takes us though to the forecast, which of course is been a pretty cool day today again, and there have been a number of showers around, and there are more showers for tomorrow as well. But there are some hints of something more positive. Friday, for instance, I think will do better for dry weather and some sunshine. It's slowly warming up, and actually significantly warmer this weekend, but sunshine does not necessarily mean warmth, and vice versa, because it will be quite cloudy through the weekend. Let's take a look at what's going on for the next few hours. Those showers I just mentioned with some hail, some thunder mixed in, are slowly easing away as we go through this evening, and by the time we go through towards tomorrow morning, it's clear skies, still that cold air, and once again, gardeners, we are looking at a frost into tomorrow morning. But there will be a fine start tomorrow, plenty of sunshine at first. It's again through the afternoon we start to see some showers bumping in, perhaps not quite as many as today, but once more, if you catch them, they could be heavy with some hail and thunder mixed in, and the temperatures will struggle. So that's how we go through tomorrow, overnight into Friday. Once more, those showers clear away. It'll be a pretty chilly start on Friday morning, but Friday itself is just going to be a much finer day. It's going to be dry with a lot of sunshine and only the risk of the merest shower. And the temperatures will respond to that sunshine up to 13, possibly 14 Celsius. So it will feel quite a bit better. And then it's going to get even warmer through the weekend. We start to see a waft of warm air coming in from the south. But as I say, that doesn't necessarily mean sunshine, because we've got some weather fronts around. Particularly on Saturday, we'll see some rain. And then on Sunday, it'll be fairly cloudy. And we'll see some rain later overnight into Monday. If we get some breaks in the cloud, well, the temperature's really on the climb, 18, 19, possibly 20 Celsius. Certainly, I can tell you, Natalie, as I stand here this evening, it's pretty chilly. It will feel very different at the weekend. From Crowhurst, it's back to you.
From sunny Crowhurst, Sara, thank you. Well, we're looking for the people of Kent, Sussex and Surrey to nominate your village or hamlet to feature on our weather map and tell us what makes where you live special or unique. We'll come out for a visit, meet the ambassador, and together we'll make a film about that place and quite literally put your village on the map with a live forecast. So send us your nominations via our Facebook page, or you can send us an email. Now, we're going to return to that story about weddings. Amanda Acuff brought us a report a few moments ago talking about how the industry is hoping they can have more than 30 people back into venues after the next stage in the lifting of restrictions. We're going to talk to Sara Hayward, who's from